Here's a truth that will make you uncomfortable. Some family legacies are built on bloodshed, and no amount of love can erase what came before. Join us for an evening that promises to shake your understanding of family loyalty and forgiveness. On September 9th, 2025, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., Fine Print Bookshop in Saline becomes the stage for something extraordinary, the launch of Michael David MacBride's haunting new novel, At the Wake. This isn't your typical feel-good family story, and that's exactly why it matters. But here's where it gets controversial. This book dares to ask the questions most families refuse to confront. What do you do when the person you're supposed to love is also the person who destroyed everything? Critics are already taking notice, and their words pack a punch. Kirkus Reviews calls it a powerful and nuanced family saga, while Jung, best-selling author of The Reaper, describes it as a raw and unapologetic examination of the generational damage suffered by the family of a convicted killer. These aren't just polite literary compliments. They're warnings about the emotional journey you're about to embark on. The story centers around Achiel Van Slyck, a character so morally complex he'll leave you questioning everything you think you know about good and evil. Picture this: a decorated war veteran who served his country with honor, yet became the kind of neighbor you'd cross the street to avoid. A father whose presence in the home felt more like a threat than protection. And ultimately, a man whose decision to take Clifford Ellis's life in 1975 didn't just end one person's story. It rewrote the entire narrative for everyone connected to him. And this is the part most people miss. MacBride doesn't tell this story from just one perspective. Instead, he crafts a narrative mosaic that includes voices you might not expect: the murderer's wife, his children, his siblings, and yes, even those he victimized. Each person carries their own version of the truth, their own wounds, and their own complicated relationship with a man who was simultaneously family and monster. A genius lies in how these fragmented stories slowly merge to create a complete picture of someone shaped by wartime trauma, festering anger, and the kind of rage that simmers for years before exploding. As readers move through each family member's recollections, they're forced to wrestle with an uncomfortable reality. How do you love someone whose actions have caused irreparable harm? Set within the intimate confines of small-town life and stretching across multiple decades, At the Wake doesn't shy away from the messy, often unbearable work of facing family history head-on. This is a story about survival, self-reflection, and the seemingly impossible task of moving forward when the past refuses to stay buried. MacBride has created something that will linger in your thoughts long after you've turned the final page. A narrative that forces readers to confront an unsettling question: is it possible to break free from the darkness our families pass down to us? The evening promises more than just a typical author reading. Expect an engaging discussion, book signings, refreshments, and, according to the organizers, some unexpected surprises that haven't been revealed yet. It's a free event, but the emotional cost might be higher than you anticipate. For those ready to dive into this challenging exploration of family, trauma, and redemption, Fine Print Bookshop awaits. You can reach them at the provided email or phone number 618-534-7236 and visit Michael David MacBride's website for more information about his work. But here's the real question I want to leave you with. Are we brave enough to examine the uncomfortable truths about our own family stories? Or do we prefer the sanitized versions that let us sleep better at night? MacBride's book suggests that real healing can only begin when we stop running from the parts of our history that make us squirm. What do you think? Is confronting family darkness worth the pain it might cause? Or are some secrets better left buried? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, especially if you disagree with the premise that all family truths deserve to see the light.